Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the weekly Levinson and Associates training webinar series. Here we are on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, and we appreciate you all spending it with us. And obviously the goal is that you walk away with nuggets that will help you in your everyday insurance sales practice, right? I don't care if you're on the life side, the health side, the PNC side, it doesn't make a difference. Hopefully you're cross-selling, right, and bringing up these products to your prospects. That's the name of the game. So what we're going to do, this is a little different than our prior webinars, and the reason why, because the carrier that we are featuring specializes in these supplemental products, okay, the ultimate door openers, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is, let's face it, there are literally over 1 million insurance agents in this country that are licensed, okay? And everyone is out there and they're all pitching very similar platforms, right? Life insurance protection. What happens if mommy or daddy gets COVID and they pass on? Is the family going to be okay? And let's talk about life insurance for retirement purposes, right? And tax saving strategies, right? It's really the same old game, which, by the way, it works great, right? Obviously, it's a proven concept, but it's also nice for you to go out with a different message, right? A different angle for the same pool of prospects that everybody's fishing in, right? Let's be honest. So the reason why I wanted to have this presentation today is because if you look at this a little differently and say, okay, I'm going to go out to the same pool, but I'm going to talk about products that most agents don't have access to, okay? For example, critical illness, disability, accident plans, dental plans, okay? And you say, well, Bill, yeah, those have been around a long time. What's new? Well, what's new, most of these products are either guaranteed issue, okay, or simplified issue. And they're on the Insure Me Now Direct platform. So in other words, with products starting at just a few bucks a month, okay, that come with a 1-year free scholarship, that's $40,000 of value, okay, that changes the marketing strategy. It changes the conversation. It's a lot easier to open a door and get someone on the phone or get someone's attention when you're talking about just a few bucks a month and a free scholarship for little Jenny, okay, than talking about a $7,000 a month IUL plan for retirement purposes, okay? And yes, obviously those are great, and of course we all want that business, but the little policies, supplemental plans like this is what pays the bills, right, and keeps the lights on, as they say, and most important, opens the door to then build a relationship to discuss that $7,000 a month IUL plan, right? And what about asking for referrals and building your book of business? So the point is, I wanted our agents to see how easy these sales are to make and how easy it is to open a door when you're talking about a guaranteed issue critical illness plan that everybody should have, right? Or an accident plan that everybody gets, doesn't matter what your health is, okay? Or a DI plan that's guaranteed issue or simplified issue. This stuff, 90% is issued in real time. 90% of all applications submitted, issued in real time, in force, in real time, 90%. That's astonishing. So everyone can use a product training like this, and SureBridge, when it comes to these supplemental products, they are the leaders, okay? And between that and having these products on our Insure Me Now Direct platform, everything's integrated, automated, in force, in real time, right? Plus scholarship approved, okay? Except for the dental vision plan. That does not come with scholarship, okay? But everything else does. It's all self-enrollment. So let me give you an example. Your client, let's say you're out there marketing this different message. Your client could go on your Insure Me Now Direct website, okay, at 2 a.m., they can purchase a critical illness or DI plan, let's say, self-enroll in the scholarship program in less than 15 minutes. You wake up in the morning, your client's super happy, has a policy, has a scholarship for little Jenny. It's a win-win, okay? And you're Superman or Superwoman, okay? And guess what? Now's the time you open the door back up at 7 a.m. when you wake up and say, hey, Bobby, I saw you purchase this product on my Insure Me Now direct site. And by the way, I just want to talk about life insurance for a minute. Did you ever think about a policy, right? And that's when you pivot, and then you bring up the $7,000 a month IUL for retirement. You see? So these are just easy door openers, okay? Some big companies like BrandSmart and Best Buy, they have these loss leaders, right, to get people in the door. They have a 51-inch Samsung TV for $299, okay, that they make zero on. In fact, some cases they lose money. But it's okay, they do that to get the person in the door, because they know when that client or prospect is in the showroom, they're also going to talk about headphones and a new washer and dryer and a new fridge that they've been looking at for the last 3 months, right? So that's what these products are for. And by the way, okay, let's not forget, everybody should have products like this regardless, forgetting about commissions and everything else, okay? Which, by the way, you have to feed your family, and their commissions happen to be the best when it comes to these supplemental products, but you're helping families, number one. Okay, so we're going to have our contest at the end, so make sure you are on and paying attention, because if you answer first incorrectly, you win. We announce your name at the end, okay? So make sure you are quick and you're taking notes, and if you have questions as we go, use that question box right-hand side. There should be like a little panel, a GoToWebinar panel you can open if it's not already open, and you can type away. Andrew's going to do his best to answer everyone in real time. If not, okay, if we get a bunch of questions, comments, we will get to you as soon as we wrap up today's presentation, okay? All right, so real quick, right now it's kind of a unique situation in the country with open enrollment going on today, right? And what we're seeing is a lot of these health agents, they're packaging in these supplemental products with an ACA plan. That's where most of the business is coming from. So if you're a life agent, you're also wearing your health hat, you need to be thinking about these products. Very important. Or if you're a life agent and you've never sold an ACA plan, it's okay. Because guess what? Go back to your book of business, right? And send out a marketing blast about critical illness, DI, accident, and guaranteed issue products, okay? Starting at a few bucks a month. It's a slam dunk. Okay, so let's move forward here. We also just announced a contest with SureBridge that is exclusive to us, by the way. So if you write your first 2 apps, okay, and remember these are not $7 grand a month, okay? These start at a few bucks a month, and you write your first 2 apps. SureBridge is giving you $50. Levinson's giving you an additional 50. We're going to price match, so you get $100 cash with your first 2 apps. You have 60 days to get in 2 applications, and these are easy sales. Okay, I know you're saying, Bill, $100, big deal. Okay, well, it is a big deal because that's on top of your top GA commissions that you're getting with SureBridge and Levinson. So, okay, it's a nice way to make a couple $1,000 just by bringing this up to a client or family. Okay, very simple stuff. Okay, let's jump in here. So this was really, really interesting, and I think that when I saw this article, I said to myself, our agents are going to love this. Okay, I'm going to throw this on social media, on our Facebook page. By the way, if you go to our Facebook when we're done, Levinson and Associates, like the page, okay, share a comment. I send you your choice of a bunch of prospecting books that are sitting in my office, almost hitting the ceiling. So I need to get rid of them. Okay, they're free. If you like our page, leave a comment. This article is posted on there. Here's what's so interesting, and I didn't know this. By the way, I saw the McDonald's movie, and I thought it was very interesting. It was on Netflix, but I don't remember hearing this part. So when I saw this, I said, we have to share. Okay, this is the article in front of you. I'm not going to read every single word and bore everyone to death, but I'm going to fast forward to about the 7th line down, first paragraph, and here's what it says. This is real interesting. So Ray Kroc, okay, decided his future was at hamburgers, and he partnered with the brothers that owned McDonald's. He opened his first McDonald's in Illinois, 1955, okay? And in 61, he bought out the brothers officially to become the owner of McDonald's. He did not take a salary during his first 8 years. Okay, now how did he live? How did he pay overhead? How did he pay key employee salaries? Well, Ray Kroc borrowed money from 2 of his cash value life insurance policies to cover the salaries of his key employees. He also used some of the money from the life insurance policy to create an advertising campaign around the emerging mascot, Ronald McDonald. So, I think it's so clever. And I thought it was interesting because, here we are, we all think about life insurance, like if mommy or daddy pass on, right? We want to make sure the kids can keep their lifestyle, right? And make sure that they go to school and they have money for college and that the spouse is okay because let's say the breadwinner passed on. Well, here's a good example on how life insurance, right, has changed this business that we all know as McDonald's, okay, by borrowing cash accumulation, cash value. So anyway, interesting take, and I think it's all something that we should be sharing with our prospects because it opens their eyes to other ways, okay, to maximize and leverage life insurance, especially cash value life insurance, IUL, UL, whole life. Okay, we even have permanent UL policies now with cash value and return of premium options and living benefits. Okay, so God forbid if Ray Kroc was diagnosed with a critical illness, let's say, okay, and hopefully he recovers quickly, but he's going to have a sum of cash to get back on his feet and keep McDonald's going. The new kind of life insurance that pays while you're still alive. We have to pivot and get scrappy, right? As agents, we have to get the word out. And this is a great way to do it. All we're trying to do is open our prospects' eyes to see how important life insurance is. And yes, it's worth the premium spent every month or every year. Why? Because this sparks conversation, which sparks new policies sold for you, okay, to be successful in our business. All right, let's move forward here. And again, that's on our Facebook page if you want to go check it out. And by the way, if you want to co-brand it and send it out to your clients, no problem. Okay, we have no problem with that. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. Like and comment on our page. And again, you win whatever prospecting book you want on me. All right, as long as you're licensed with us. You got to be an active Levinson agent. All right, what's new at Levinson for July? Okay, big month for us here at Levinson. Numbers are skyrocketing, and I think it's no secret, right? The whole COVID, the pandemic, everybody is concerned, right, that now if mommy and daddy, grandma, grandpa get COVID, right, and don't make it out, especially if they're a little older, are we going to be okay? So we're seeing a huge boom in life insurance sales in general, okay? So it's been amazing, and I hope you all are part of it. So please, now's the time. There's no more excuse, okay? Your foot should be on the gas, and you should be scrappier than ever, all right? Let's move over to the top left corner, our little American flag there, 4th of July annuity sales contest. So I just got done. We paid out a 0.5-point bonus on the annuity side for the prior 2 months. We called it the stimulus program. People made thousands and thousands of dollars on top of their GA commission levels, okay? So I hope you are leveraging these contests. And I know, it sounds like $50 or $100, not a big deal. Some of these are a big deal, okay? And it's nice to have these come in when you're not expecting it. So what we're doing for July, right in place, a SILAC indexed annuity totaling at least $150,000. Earn an additional $704 on top of your commission. You like that? July 4th, 704. I thought it was cute. We're running this for the month. On the bottom, Bestow. That's our new term life product that is priced as good as a fully underwritten term, but it's on our Insure Me Now direct site. That means instant decision, okay? In less than 7 minutes, quote, apply, approved. Less than 7 minutes, your client can do this while you're sleeping, or you can do it with your client on the phone in less than 7 minutes. Write your first app, $50 Amazon gift card, no questions asked. Okay, very simple. And by the way, comp is also as good as the top paying term carrier in the industry, fully underwritten or on a Insure Me Now Direct platform. Speaking of that platform, by the way, yes, SureBridge is on there, but we are adding a new company as we speak, A-rated company, 3 new products that are going to be launching within 8 weeks. That's going to bring us to 5, over 20 products now on the platform, okay? Think about 5 short years ago. We had 1 product with a decreasing term policy, okay? Look at where we are today, okay? So talk about getting scrappy and believing in yourself, okay, and delivering your message consistently and persistently, okay? Anything is possible. Look at Ray Kroc, okay, with McDonald's, okay? He kept his eye on the ball, and look at McDonald's today. Top right corner, the Levinson Expo is back. I am so excited about this. It's been a couple years now. So I'll tell you, we already have over 300 agents that RSVP'd. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. April 7th and 8th. Great keynote speaker, all of our top companies from around the country. This one's going to be huge. And the reason why, because we've never gone 2 consecutive years with no live expo. So we are so excited about this. I promise we won't let you down. It's going to be a day full of sales strategies. Bottom right corner, that is our new carrier and 3 new products that are launching on Insure Me Now Direct. Make sure your site is set up today. If it's not, call Noah in our office, okay? He'll make sure to get you all set up, and obviously this does not cost you a penny, okay? For now, leverage the SureBridge products that are on the Insure Me Now Direct site today, or you get your own portal that Seth is going to talk about. He's going to show you how easy it is to sell these door opening products. Seth, are you there, buddy?
I am, Bill.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right. Well, I would just like to kind of jump off on that Ray Kroc story. I think that, the thing that I pulled from that story and, McDonald's and being able to access the cash value of that life insurance is that cash gives people options, right? So in his situation, he was able to buy a business and keep it going. And, in those early years where, profitability was probably slim, he didn't have to take an income because he had money from that cash value life insurance. And now ancillary products, probably not going to give you enough to, buy a business and start a business. But what it does do is it does give you option, because ancillary products are going to pay your clients cash at a time when they need them most, and it's just going to give them options in terms of how they go out and receive care. It's going to give them options in how long they take to recover. And so cash is always a beneficial thing to have when you're suffering from any type of medical condition. And so I thought that was a good lead into SureBridge and selling our ancillary products. So as Bill mentioned, we know at SureBridge that your primary market isn't going to be ancillary products. Maybe you focus on health insurance. And if you do focus on health insurance, ancillary products are going to be a big part of that sell. Or maybe you focus on life insurance and you can use ancillary products as a lead in. Or maybe you even do property and casualty, and maybe it's just something that you want to add after you attract clients to increase your retention. The point is that I realize ancillary products aren't going to be your primary market, and so in order to get you to sell these products, we know at SureBridge that we have to make it as easy for you to not only quote, but also enroll your clients into these particular plans. So as Bill mentioned, we got all these products up on the Insure Me Now Direct platform. And so if you want to use that during the enrollment process, you have that ability. Otherwise, if you want to use our point of sale tool, you have that option as well. But ultimately, we have 3 goals when we're designing our products. We want to provide the best products in the market. We want to provide them at the best price, and we want to compensate you, the agent, very fairly for selling those. And so the only way that we can do that is by leveraging technology. And so paper applications do not exist at SureBridge. You're either going to have to enroll your clients through Insure Me Now Direct, or through our own point of sale tool. Now, we give your clients several different signature options, okay? So if you're meeting face-to-face, you can do a face-to-face online signature. If you're selling over the phone, you can do, or if they're enrolling in Insure Me Now Direct, you can do an email signature, you can do a voice signature, you can do a text signature. So you're going to be able to align that signature method up with what your client is comfortable with. Also, when you look at our portfolios, they're going to fall into two categories, okay? Some are going to be guaranteed issue. Guaranteed issue means there's a few qualifying questions. They just can't be in jail and they have to meet one of our residency requirements. Real simple. Otherwise, they're going to be true simplified underwriting. Now, simplified underwriting in the ancillary world is different than simplified underwriting, say with a life product. With these products, even if it's simplified underwriting, that means that we are only underwriting them based on the questions on the application. So there's never going to be an MIB, there's never going to be a script check, there's never going to be a personal phone interview. These are going to be, as Bill said, issue over 90% of the time in real time. And so really the only reason a policy isn't issued in real time is, number one, they answered a question that's going to kick them out, or they already have a policy with us and, you know, for some reason it got kicked out and we just got to make sure that they're not doubling up on the policies. But the point of all this is that this is going to be so easy. It's a no-brainer to add it to your sales process because it's going to provide better protection to your clients and also help you increase your revenue per client. So when you look at our portfolio, these are going to be all the products that we have. And I know that when you look at this slide, it might seem a little bit overwhelming. However, the ones that I have highlighted in bold, those are going to be our top selling products. The one products that I would add to those that are up there in bold would be maybe the disability products. I think it's probably one of our most overlooked products in the portfolio because disability, it's true simplified issue. I'm telling you, it's one of the easiest individual DI plans in the marketplace to get issued. And we actually even have a guaranteed issue amount of $500 for anybody, regardless of what their health conditions are. As you can see up on the screen, if there's a GI next to it, that means that there is a guaranteed issue element to the plan. Maybe all the benefits are guaranteed issue, like with the accident plans, obviously the full benefits are going to be guaranteed issue, or maybe it's only a lower benefit amount. So like with critical illness, we have a $5,000 or $10,000 guaranteed issue. But if there's a GI next to it, that means there's a guaranteed issue element to the plan. So look there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 products that are going to be guaranteed issue, no health questions. Pretty much everyone's going to qualify as long as they're not sitting in jail. So just an easy portfolio to use. We can be your go-to ancillary carrier. We make it really easy for your clients, and pretty much everybody's going to qualify for something. So if you're not on board selling ancillary products, you know, I always go back to the same 4 reasons. The first one is going to be client retention. There's statistics out there that show that the more policies a client has with you, the less likely they're going to go somewhere else, right? And so I always use my property and casualty guy, right? I have all my cars insured through him. I have my motorcycle, my boat, I have my house. It's just too much work to go and unwind all that. And so it's the same thing with your clients. So even if you've already sold them a life insurance policy, if you want to retain them as a client, go back, sell them maybe an ancillary product, and it's just going to reduce the likelihood that they're going out and finding a new agent. Also, it's going to be differentiation from your competitors. I can tell you that I go out, I give these presentations. Well, I used to give them out in person. I'd always ask the question, show of hands, how many people here are selling ancillary products? And, you know, most people had probably sold one, but they're not selling them on a regular basis. And so when you look at, you know, let's say life insurance carriers, chances are your competitors have access to the same life insurance carriers, right? And so how do you tell a different story? Well, by incorporating ancillary products, you're bringing new ideas, new strategies, and so you're going to be able to differentiate from your competitors. Also, additional income. You know, we on average, obviously there's a lot that goes into this, the size of policy you're selling, commission levels, things of that nature. But on average, if you sell one of these per week, you're going to increase your revenue by $10,000, right? And so you do the math. What about 2 per week? What about 3 per week? It's an easy way to increase. I always talk about revenue per client, right? How do you increase revenue per client? Well, selling ancillary products is going to be a way that you can do that. And then finally, your clients need these. We all know that when it, if you look at the United States population, a lot of people don't have money in savings. And so when they do suffer some sort of medical conditions, they walk away with a hefty bill. And so these are just going to be a more viable strategy. So today, what I'm going to hit on is just how to sell some of our most popular products. To keep it time in mind here, I'm actually going to skip over the hospital-wise plan, but these are our 4 top selling plans, and these are the ones that I would start up with if you were new to the ancillary sale. So the first one is going to be an accident companion plan, and here's the reason that I like this plan. This is one of the best products to sell during the summer. And so I'm going to just kind of tell you the story of how this plan works. And then I'm going to explain how you can go out and start selling this during the summer months. But one of my good friends, his name is Mike, and he actually had this accident companion plan. He had option 4 here, so he was paying $25 a month for it. And he went to a wedding out of town. He was out on the dance floor. He was getting jiggy with it, and he tore a ligament in his ankle. Okay, so he's out there dancing, and he tears a ligament in his ankle. Well, he has to go to the emergency room. Well, he had this plan. So since he went to the ER due to an accident, he received $1,000. Okay, now since it was a torn ligament, he had to do a major diagnostic exam, right? They ran an MRI. So he received another $1,000. Then they said, hey, you should probably go see your primary physician when you get back home. So when he got home, he went and saw his primary physician, and there he received another $200. And then obviously after his ankle got a little bit better, he had to go do physical therapy. And so he did 5 of those. And so from that one injury, he received over, well, $1,000, $2,000, then $3,000. So $3,200 of benefit for that one accident. And so when you talk about paying the out-of-pocket costs associated with an accident, having go to an ER, this is a great way to help offset that cost, because from him doing one bad dance move, he received $3,200 with this plan. Now, so that's kind of how that plan works, and obviously you can see what they would receive with the different options and what they would cost. But here's my top sales tip for this. First of all, this has issue ages of 0 to 63. Okay, it actually terminates at 65, but it has issue ages from 0 to 63. And the cool thing about this product is that we will allow child primaries on this plan. Okay, so someone could just enroll their child. There's not a problem with that. So you think about that. My number one sales technique is when you're sitting at your kid's baseball game, or you're sitting at your grandkid's baseball game, you have or soccer game or whatever sport they're playing this summer, right? There's probably somebody on that team that made a trip to an ER. Here is an affordable way to protect against the costs associated with that trip to the ER. And so you go out and you just kind of talk about this plan, why you have it on your kid or your grandchild, and just the benefits of it. And you would be surprised of how many parents would be willing to pay $14 a month to be able to receive a $500 if for some reason their kid has to go to the ER because maybe they got stitches while they were playing baseball. And so this plan, just think of your active people, think of your families that have kids in sports, or the families that enjoy hiking or other things of that nature. Think of your just people that are busy and are high risk of experiencing an accident. This is a cost-effective accident plan, and one that you should definitely be marketing, because as I mentioned earlier, we allow child primaries on this, so the parent doesn't have to be insured. Just get it on the kids that are active and playing the sports, and I guarantee you'll sell some of this accident companion plan this summer. The second product that I want to talk about is going to be the critical illness plan. And this critical illness is probably one of the products that, in my opinion, almost everyone should own. Okay, I can't say everyone should own, but it's a product that I believe in. It was actually the first insurance product I purchased when I got into the insurance industry. I actually bought it before life insurance because I saw a lot of value in it. And when you talk about critical illness, everybody always has a story, right? Everybody always knows someone that was diagnosed with cancer or had a heart attack. And when I think about it personally, I think about my dad who suffered a heart attack. And then I also think about my grandpa that died of cancer. And looking at my dad, he had a disability insurance, but his disability insurance had a 90-day elimination period, right? And I think he missed work for 50 days. So his DI never kicked in. He had to take his vacation, and then he just wasn't getting paid while he recovered. Well, obviously he needed that income, so he ended up going back to work. Well, what if he would have had $50,000 lump sum, which he would have been able to, maybe take off a little bit more time, make sure everything was healed up and not rush back, right? Critical illness gives you that flexibility. And then think about my grandpa, right? While he had to travel, he lives in rural Nebraska, he had to travel to Lincoln to receive care there. And, my grandma would just, spend the night next to his side in a chair. Every once in a while, she'd go across the street and get a hospital, or not a hospital, but a hotel bed. And she didn't, obviously my mom and her brothers and sisters kicked in to help with those hotel costs, but she didn't want to take their money, right? Well, if she would have had a critical illness plan that paid that lump sum, she would have felt not as guilty as taking other people's money. And so, as I mentioned earlier, these pay cash to your clients, and as a result, it just gives them more flexibility and giving them the options that they want when they go through treatment. Up on the screen here are going to be the nuts and bolts of the plan. I just want to hit on a couple of the highlights. I think one of the number one selling points of this plan is that this is an individual product, right? But we have guaranteed issue amounts of 5 or 10,000. Okay, and so, like I said, guaranteed issue means no health questions. So regardless of what their history looks like, what their height, weight looks like, they are going to be able to get that $5,000 or $10,000 benefit. Now, with that being said, it only pays upon first diagnosis of a covered condition. So if they've already had cancer, can they get this plan? Yes, but it's not going to pay for cancer. All right, they would have to collect in one of the other categories. But when you talk about just a huge door opener and an easy product, if you just don't want to go through having to answer or ask all the health questions, guaranteed issues, stick to that guaranteed issue amount, and you're going to have a lot of success. Also, all of our products at SureBridge can be list build, and so if you're writing small groups, these products are great to go in. One of the things that people are always hesitant, though, with groups, is not being able to walk out of there with everyone being able to get something, like, right? The worst is, let's say that the owner, their wife might, be outside the height weight chart and she can't get it, so that just ruins the whole deal. Again, guaranteed issue, everyone qualifies, and so it's just a great way to go. Other than that, you can see we have issue ages up past 65. All the way up to age 90. Just keep in mind that if they're 64 or older, it does jump to that simplified issue, but simplified issue is still going to be that true except reject underwriting. No, age-based benefit reduction. So if you get locked in at 100,000, you get to keep 100,000 for the rest of the policy. And this product does have a one-time application fee, which actually the Action Companion does as well. However, it's only one application fee per application. So if you're enrolling multiple people or multiple products, you're only going to get hit with that one application fee. The other thing that is, I think, unique to this plan with SureBridge is that we actually allow the carving out of categories. Okay, so you have your 3 basic categories that come with a critical illness plan, right? You have your cancer plan, you have your heart category, and then you have the critical condition category. And a lot of times, if somebody's had one of those conditions, they're not going to be eligible for the plan at all. Well, with SureBridge, you can either go with the guaranteed issue, or you can carve out that portion. Okay, so the reason we did that, obviously, number one, we wanted the ability to pay the benefit one time in each category, but then we also wanted the ability to carve out a condition. So if somebody's had cancer and they know they're not going to get the cancer benefit, maybe you carve that out and just do the heart. And so you have the ability to mix and match there, and a lot of flexibility. The point of sale tool makes it real easy. It adds all of them kind of at the top, or you can go in and mix and match, but just remember that you do have the ability to carve it out if somebody has those conditions and wants a higher than 10,000 benefit amount for, like, let's say the heart category. But mix and match, just make it really easy to go. Up on the screen are going to be, what's paid, pretty aligned with all the other critical illness plans out there. A couple things I like to point out. Number one, I really like this loss of independent living rider down here. So if you're unable to do 2 out of 6 ADLs, you get 25,000 of the benefit. Obviously, as people age and just as the cost of long-term care insurance gets more and more expensive, people are looking for other alternatives. And we see a lot of it in the accelerated riders on life insurance, right? Well, here's another thing that you can add on. Now, it's not long-term care insurance, but you got a $100,000 benefit. you get 25,000. Again, it's just buying you time so that you can make decisions that align with what you're wanting to accomplish. So definitely something that you want to take a look at. As far as selling critical illness, I always tell people it's like selling life insurance, just on a smaller benefit level. Okay. Now, if you're selling ACA plans, it's really easy, right? You just tie it to the deductible, you sell them the 10,000 and just say, hey, this is going to give you enough cash to cover your deductible and out-of-pocket costs. It's really easy in the ACA market. But what if you're a life insurance agent, right? What if you're a life insurance agent? Well, you use the same kind of needs analysis that you're using with life insurance, you just dial down the benefit, right? So instead of, replacing 10 years of income, maybe you're only replacing 1 year. Or maybe you even dive in deeper and maybe you're just going to do 1 year of mortgage payments, right? And then cover their medical costs, their deductibles, co-pays, daycare, travel fees, specialists, tack on some for a vacation. But if you break it down like this and provide actual attachment when you're out selling these plans, you're going to sell a lot more insurance with critical illness. And so I think this is one of our top selling products in our portfolio, and one that I always tell people should take a look at, because regardless, you can either sell it in conjunction with a core sale like an ACA plan, or this is a real easy product to go out and sell as a standalone, especially if you're already writing them life insurance and they just want some additional protection from those. The last product that I'm going to talk about, and what I think is the easiest ancillary product to sell, is going to be Prime DVH. So Prime DVH stands for Dental Vision Hearing Combo Product. And the reason it's so easy to sell is that most people are familiar with dental insurance, and they see the value in it. And the second reason is that this is going to be the easiest product to incorporate into conversations with your clients. Now, if you're doing online marketing, right, you're doing buying Facebook ads, things of that nature, and directing them to the Insure Me Now direct website, my one tip: the products we have the most success with it are going to be our dental products. So this is the DVH. We also have a standalone dental and a standalone vision plan. But if I was doing online marketing, those are the products that I would market to, just because the agents out there that are doing similar things, they're having the most success with the dental insurance and the vision insurance. Do they have success with the other ones? Yes, they do, but clients aren't necessarily out there looking for them as much as they're out there looking for dental insurance. And so I kind of always throw that out there. But just a couple of the nuts and bolts with this. Issue age is 0 to 90. We do allow child primaries on this plan. So again, if you want to sell it just on a child, maybe the parent has it through work, but not their family, you can do just the child. It's also renewable for life. We sell a lot of this in the over 65 market, just for the fact that if people are enrolling in Medicare Part A and Part B, they don't receive any dental benefits, they don't receive any vision benefits, they don't receive any hearing benefits, and they probably lost those when they retired. And so this plan might make sense. Now, if they're in a Med Advantage plan, maybe they have some dental benefits, but if they're enrolling in traditional Medicare and Med Subs, this is going to be a plan that you want to talk to them about. And once they get it locked in, they get to keep the plan because it's renewable for life. But the way that it works is basically they select either $1,000, $1,500, or $2,000 benefit. Now, all of the benefits are going to come out of that. Okay, so the dental benefits are going to come out of that. The hearing benefits are going to come out of that, and the vision benefits are going to come out of that. So keep that in mind when you're talking about it. There is going to be a $100 deductible that is applicable to this. However, there's going to be a lot of preventative benefits built into it where that deductible's not applicable. So when your client goes to get preventative services, day one, no deductible, no out-of-pocket costs. Also, if they go get their hearing checked or their eyes checked, that exam, there's no deductible, no out-of-pocket costs. So they can get this in place and go receive some of those preventative benefits without any out-of-pocket costs. And we'll kind of talk about the providers on the appropriate slides. Up on the screen here are going to be the basics as far as what's covered. Obviously, this isn't the complete list. I always recommend going out, downloading the product guide. That product guide is going to give you the full list of what's covered, what's not, and I recommend you doing that. The two questions I always get here with the dental insurance is, are implants covered? No, implants aren't covered. And then number two, orthodontics, no, they're not covered either. When you look at dental insurance that has those two things in it, they're just going to be more expensive. And so we want to keep it very cost effective. But the point is that go out, take a look at that product guide, sample policy, you'll see a full list of what's covered and where it's going to fall. So looking at the dental benefits, you know, one of the biggest talking points of this is going to be the preventative benefits, okay? No waiting period, covered at 100%. Deductible is not applicable. So go get those teeth checked and some basic x-rays, cleaning, and you're going to be good to go. Your basic or your type 2 services. So let's say you go get your teeth checked out. They come back, they say, hey, you have a cavity. You say, oh, okay. You go get that basic service of getting that cavity fixed. No waiting period. It's going to be covered at 60% year 1, 70% year 2, 80% year 3, and that deductible is going to be applicable for the basic type service. Your major services, so remember that's going to be like a crown or a root canal, does have a 9-month wait, but then it's covered at 60% for the remaining 3 months, then jumps to 70, then 80%, and the deductible is applicable to that as well. Now, for a network on this plan, we use what's called the Carrington Network. Okay, the Carrington Network has a wide range of providers across the United States. You can go out online, look up a provider. It's going to be quick and easy to find someone. Whenever possible, I recommend going in network. However, maybe you work in a rural town, or maybe you have a client that goes to a dentist that doesn't take insurance. Well, the good news is that we have what's called a passive network tied to the out-of-network benefits. And the way a passive network works is that it will actually pay the same percentage as if they go in network. However, it is capped at the 75th percentile of usual and customary charges. Now, that's usually when I lose agents, okay? I did not say 75% of usual and customary charge. I said it's capped at the 75th percentile of usual and customary charge. So what that means is that if you imagine 100 dentists standing in a line, as long as you go to dentist 1 through dentist 75, it's going to pay the same as if you go in network. However, if you go out of, or if they're in that upper quartile as far as most expensive, we're only going to pay 60% on what that 75th dentist charge. So still very rich benefits if you go out of network. I recommend going in network whenever possible, but just make you aware of how that works for the dental benefits. Hearing benefits cover the exam, hearing aids, repairs. One of the things that get people the most excited about this is that the True Hearing Network, you can see they get 30 to 60% savings on hearing aids. If you're not familiar with what hearing aids cost, a lot of times they're $5,000, $6,000. So if you throw a 50% discount on a $6,000 hearing aid, that's some significant value for the client. So that's how it works with the network for True Hearing. Vision covers eye exam, contact lenses, frames, things of that nature. Vision benefit not tied to a network. Go to any provider you want, and then they can submit a claim directly to SureBridge for a reimbursement. But the vision benefits, the way it works is that it is capped at $200 a year. So even if you have $2,000 benefit, only $200 can be allocated to the vision benefit. Eye exam covered immediately, no deductible. There is a 9-month wait on the hardware. Then it's covered 60, 70, 80%. After that 9-month wait, and that deductible is applicable. Hearing works very similar as far as how the payments are going to work on that. The hearing benefit is going to be capped at $500 every 2 years. Obviously, the reason for that is because your hearing aids are going to be expensive and people don't buy them every year, right? So we give them that little bit higher bump, and then they wait a couple years and they'd have that benefit back. But again, exam covered day 1, and your hardware has that 9-month wait, then covered 60, 70, 80 after that. So, you know, the #1 sales technique, and I'll go back to what I said when I started with this Prime BVH plan. This is the easiest ancillary product to start selling. And if you write down this question, are you currently going to the dentist? And ask your client this question in every meeting that you have, right? I don't care what you're selling them. If you're selling them a life insurance policy, you know, a health insurance policy, property and casualty, I don't care what you're selling them. If you ask this question, you will be able to have a conversation about Prime BVH, because here's the reason why. Okay, are you currently going to the dentist? They come back and say no. You say, oh, is that something that interests you? Most people know they need to be going to the dentist, so they're going to come back and say, yeah, I probably should be going to the dentist. You say, oh, let me show you a cost-effective way to pay for your dental care, okay? If you ask this question, are you currently going to the dentist? And they come back and they say, yeah, I do go to the dentist. You say, oh, great, man, that's great. Just out of curiosity, are you paying for that out of pocket, or are you running it through insurance? And if they come back and they say, well, you know, unfortunately, I'm just paying for it out of pocket, you say, oh, let me show you a more cost-effective way to pay for your dental care. Then you talk about Prime BVH. If you come back and they say they are going to the dentist and they do have insurance, You say, oh, great. Just out of curiosity, does your dental insurance also include vision and hearing benefits? Chances are it doesn't. There you go. You have an easy way to open up the conversation about it. And I will tell you, from a pricing perspective, this aligns with all the other dental plans out there, and so you're getting some additional benefits with that vision and hearing benefits. So again, it just all comes down to flexibility. If they want to use it all for dental coverage, they can. If they want to carve out a portion for the vision and hearing, they can as well. But if I have one thing that you pick up from this presentation about how to sell these products, write this question down and get familiar with Prime BVH, because that's what you're going to have the most luck with. Just real quick while I wrap this up, now what? Number one, get contracted through Levinson's and Associates. Don't wait. If you're not currently contracted, give them a call after this and just get that process started. Okay. Don't wait. Do that now. So that you can get access to all these great products that your clients want. After that, just know that once your contract is approved, there's a couple things you need to do to get what we call get ready to sell. Number one is activate your DocuSign account. So keep that in the back of your mind. When you receive notice that your contract's active, you're also going to receive an email from DocuSign to activate your DocuSign account. So keep your eyes out for that. Also, you need to complete the initial onboarding orientation, okay? So just when you first log in, you're going to be prompted to do some trainings. I know it's a pain, but just keep in mind, we're going to pay you an additional $50 for you to complete that and write your first 2 apps. So get through it. Also set up direct deposits. You don't do that through the contracting. You actually do that through the agent website after you complete the onboarding orientation. Download the product guide so you have all that information, then finally familiarize yourself with the platform, whether it's the Insure Me Now direct platform or the point of sale platform. Do that and you're going to have a lot of luck. And then finally, sell something, right? Go out. As Bill mentioned earlier, right? We're paying you $50. You could literally go out, write that accident companion plan on you and your wife and receive an additional $50. And so go out, sell something. That's the reason we do that bonus is because if we can get you to sell that, go out, familiarize yourself with it, you're going to bring it up with your clients. And so get out there, sell it, dive in, don't wait, and you're going to provide better protection for your clients and make more money. So with that, Bill and Andrew, I will turn it back over to you.
That was awesome, Seth. I'm just picturing you getting jiggy with it right now as we speak, and I'm still laughing about that. All right, good stuff. So what we're going to do, Andrew, we have 11 minutes left. Do you have any good questions that came in that you want to ask Seth before he drops off here?
Yep, got a few quick ones. We got John asking for the hospital and accident plan that you were talking about first. Does it have to be emergency room, or can it be urgent care, or one of those other ancillary emergency clinics to go on claim? What's the requirement?
Yep. On the accident companion plan, so that's the plan that I showed today. That was the first product. On the accident companion, that can be an emergency room or that can be an urgent care. And so either one of those, they would receive the benefit for that, for accident companion.
Perfect. Okay, question 2 is coming in from Michael. For group list bill, is there a minimum number of employees or lives that you need to sign up?
Two lives. It's all you need for the list bill. And talk about that small group market as well. Since these are individual products, remember, but due to that, we don't have any limitations on industries, and we also don't have any real enrollment requirements. So you could have somebody do a dental and one person do an accident, and that meets our list bill requirements. So it's great for that small group market.
All right, great. Last question is, what is the dental network that you use? I think I know the answer, but I wanted to hear you explain.
Yep, the dental network is the Carrington network. Carrington is what we use for the dental portion. And again, if you want to go out and look up the providers, go to www.chesapeakeplus.com, and on the lower right-hand corner, there'll be a Find a Provider. And the Chesapeake Plus, that's just, you can see it's SureBridge, underwritten by the Chesapeake Life Insurance Company. So www.chesapeakeplus.com, lower right-hand corner, click on Find a Provider, and you can see who's in network there.
Perfect. That's all I have for questions.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Good stuff. Seth, that was awesome, man. That was a great job. Very quick to the point. And again, this isn't about selling that one policy, and next thing you know, you're driving around in a limousine. But for the agents out there that are saying, I have no one to speak to, I don't know what my message should be, how do I open doors, I need to talk to more people, this is the slam dunk solution to open doors, build relationships, and ask for referrals. Okay, it doesn't get any easier. So plus, Seth is giving $50 with your first two apps. We're matching. So it's $100 with your first two apps within 60 days from today. Okay, Andrew's going to show you how to get started, and then we're going to share some other ideas and ways to spread the word to get the message out to build your practice. Andrew?
Yep, thanks so much, Bill. Want to show everybody how to get started. Okay, so go ahead and log into the levinsonassociates.com website. Click on the Products tab. You're going to go right to where it says Sell While You Sleep, Insure Me Now Direct. As you know, SureBridge is part of the Insure Me Now Direct platform. You're going to go ahead and follow the steps below. So you'll click on step 1. When you get to that page, it's going to say Complete Your Appointments. SureBridge will be there along with all of our other Insure Me Now Direct options. And then you just follow the prompts from there. Okay, we're going to send this out in our thank you email later today to help you guys get started, but I wanted to show you just a visual on how to do just that. Real quickly here, I just wanted to show everybody, what the Insure Me Now Direct looks and feels like. Many of you are already using it, but for those of you that are not using it, you should, right? It's free for every Levinson agent. And as Seth so eloquently put here, why would you not be selling this product? And not only that, it's so easy to do. And we've made it so simple with the Insure Me Now Direct, which is mobile compatible. A lot of our agents are now using this on mobile devices. They're texting the links to their clients, and they can do everything right there within minutes. Okay, so this is just a quick snapshot of our Insure Me Now Direct. Everybody gets their own customizable URL, co-branded to you. Okay, there in yellow, we have the new product coming soon that Bill mentioned, but SureBridge is a primary leader in products sold on Insure Me Now Direct. Okay, so I just want to show you quickly the process of what that looks like, right? So you have a client go to your page, they put in their basic information, and this is basically what they're going to see. Okay, you put in the demographics, click critical illness in this case, and here you can see Seth's products that he mentioned, the cancer-wise, the heart, the hospital, and then you can customize that and drop down the amounts of coverage that you want. You can even download the brochure to the right if the client wants to see anything additional. And once they click buckle up, it's going to push them right into the quote and application screen. So it's all streamlined, and I've tested it. You could do this within a 10-minute period easily. All right, so it's really a game changer for anybody selling products direct to consumer. Real quick, I want to show you guys, as far as drip marketing contents, we are adding to our agency automator new content constantly. Okay, we're always trying to create new and exciting ways for you guys to get the message out to your audience. And so in Agency Automator, you can go and you can see we have a list of available templates. And I just showed you a quick example, but we have Insure Me Now Direct pre-designed templates that you can use to book appointments, schedule calls, get them to your website, talk about SureBridge products, the DVH concept that Seth just said. You could take our templates, use them as is, you can customize them, but we're constantly putting stuff in there, brand new, fresh ideas that you can use to do exactly what it is that we're telling you to do on today's call. So that's on the left-hand side. We'll send out a link on how to get started with Agency Automator. We have a free trial going on right now, so if you're not using it, we'll get you that. On the right-hand side, of course, is we have our pre-designed Insure Me Now Direct banner advertisements or images. We design these and put them on our Facebook page for you guys to use for free, okay? So there's no reason to not use this information. And there's so many great taglines and, stories, testimonials, different things to get clients thinking, why don't I have this product, right? So these are easy things that you can start doing right now. Real quick, then I'll give it back to Bill. Here's our co-branding resource center. Okay, we talk about this a lot, but branding and marketing is everything in 2021 and beyond. And if you don't do that, you're driving a car in reverse, right? So you got to get on with this stuff. We've developed videos that are customizable. We put your name, contact information. It's like a commercial, right? It's a 2-minute hype video that can really drive business back to you. We're actually doing it ourselves, so we're not just telling you to do it, but we actually do this and we see results, as a brokerage, right? Looking for agents. So we know that this stuff works. Get in here. We have so much content that you can put your name on and get your message out to your audience. We will send a link about this as well. I'm going to go ahead and get it back to Bill. He's got some great nuggets and our prize for the day. Bill?
Yep, good stuff. So as you're jotting down notes here, right, with ideas, because I'm sure you're probably scratching your head saying, oh, I know a guy, I know a girl, this is great. You know, I'm going to send out a new marketing campaign based around these products. Great. I want to show you real quick some other ideas, okay? And some of this stuff I'm hearing from agents, okay, where they said, hey, Bill, I tried this and it worked great. And then some ideas we put together. But I think the goal is if you can pick up one or two of these bullets and say, hey, I'm going to give this a shot, great. It's a win, okay? So real quick, on the top here, these educational webinars, okay? Awesome. Think of college planning, college funding, right? You can put together a 30-minute webinar, a Zoom meeting, or now face-to-face, okay? You can buy, lunch at the Ponderosa buffet for everyone and talk about life insurance, okay, and how to leverage cash accumulation to pay for a 4-year tuition with a built-in scholarship, okay? And by the way, everyone that attends the webinar online or face-to-face, they get a $500 gift card, even if they don't buy a product from you, just for attending. You literally fill out the gift certificate and hand it to them just for attending, or you can email it to them, okay, as long as you talk about the scholarship program and life insurance. Blogs and articles, okay, this is huge. In fact, that McDonald's article I showed you earlier, that was a blog that was written, okay? We obviously did our fact check, but you should come out with different creative articles that have to do with life insurance and supplemental products. And then at the bottom, it's like a 1-2 punch, right? That's your name, website, picture of you. And the point is to drive traffic back to your site, okay? Networking with CPAs and estate planning attorneys, slam dunk, okay? We have like the Mary Reed concept for tax saving strategies and retirement, right? She will jump on the phone with you, your CPA, or the client and make the sale for you, okay? And a CPA or estate planning attorney can refer you the business, okay? And you work something out with them, and it's a win-win-win across the board. Associations. So the Insure Me Now Direct site, we can co-brand. We just did a big one for the Pest Control Association. We have their logo. Everyone that buys a product gets a scholarship free because of being a member to the association. That's the value add. Again, the 1-2 punch. Right now, we're seeing a lot of traction from P&C agencies, health insurance agencies, mortgage brokers, real estate companies, okay? They're all saying, hey, right now mortgages are at an all-time high. Everyone needs mortgage protection. Why not have our name on a landing page of a website and drive our clients? And then anyone that buys, you, the agent, get paid the commission as you're building your book of business, okay? Slam dunk. Loans, banks, financial institutions. Everybody that takes out a loan, right, needs a life insurance policy to protect the loan in case the client passes on, okay? Again, slam dunk. You use Bestow, approved in 7 minutes, up to $1.5 million, okay? Simple. Agency Automator, eBlast, Constant Contact. We have all these marketing pieces for you. YouTube videos, social media videos. Right now, Facebook ads, I'm telling you right now. By the way, we have these videos already made. We'll co-brand for free. All you have to do is post them. Okay, right now, Facebook ads, they are crushing it. It's worth every penny, I promise you. Okay, and see me after. I'll show you some real life examples. Okay, church, temples, any religious organization. Okay, you can work with these groups, and we will set up landing pages, marketing pieces, videos just for this organization. Okay, and everyone that goes to the landing page, you get credit for. Legacy Armor, another big one. Sage is huge. We even have these Ask Me About free scholarship pins. We have our agents walking around with these things. Okay, it opens doors. By the way, like our Facebook page, leave a comment. I'll send you a free magnet. It's a pin that says Ask Me About free scholarships. Okay, opening doors is the name of the game. Okay, we're just about done here. I know we're running a minute or two late. The podcast. This is a great way for you to learn from the top agents around the country. Okay, this last series that I did happens to be on professional athletes, okay? Austin Rivers, Norm Johnson, and Jorge Soler. So he's the home run record holder, played in the World Series. Anyway, these are great, inspiring stories, again, that will light your fire, so to speak, okay? And then I have other episodes where, again, top agents from across the country share what's working for them and what's not. All of this stuff is available for free. It's just up to you to jump in and learn, okay? I did everything for you already now. You just have to listen, learn, write down notes, and put your right foot forward and take action, okay? These are future training events that you're looking at right now. These are great ways to get your name out there. If you're not comfortable with a CRM tool, okay, jump on Wednesday's call every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Kevin, our programmer, hosts these. They're all free, and it gives you a chance to learn, pivot, and get scrappy. On the bottom, that's our weekly training webinar series. Okay, we have some great ones coming up that have to do with IUL sales, so you can land that $7,000 a month IUL. Okay, and that's when you start driving around in the limousine, when you get a few of those under your belt. All right, last slide here and question of the day. So before I do the question of the day, we're going to talk about horsepower for a second and our Positive Tuesday quote, which, by the way, you should be doing similar stuff like this just to plant the seed, get your name out every single week consistently, even if no one replies, okay? You're going to make the turn eventually. Life begins with a start button and ends with a kill switch. Only you determine the engine's output in between. Make it count. You got one shot at this life, right? Do the best you can. We all have a gift, I feel like, and it's up to you to maximize it. Spread your wings. Get your message out there, okay? And do the best you can. That's all we ask, and that's what you should ask of yourself when you look in the mirror every day. Question of the day. We have our new contest that we just rolled out with SureBridge, okay? We're giving $50. SureBridge is giving $50, a total of $100. Tell me how many apps you have to write and what amount of time to win the $100. Okay, you have to do it within a certain amount of time. How many apps do you have to write to get the $100 on top of your GA type commission from SureBridge? Andrew, do we have a winner? And by the way, we're giving away tablets, the new Amazon. We have it's called the Fire 8. It's the newest one. It's a little bigger than the old 7s we were giving out. So I got a few of those. I'm giving away one, or you choose Amazon Echo or the new Fire 8 tablet. Hopefully you can use it to write some e-applications, some more business. Andrew, do we have a winner? How many apps and what amount of time?
We do have a winner. It's Omer B. Omer B from Florida, 2 in 60 days.
Omer B, congratulations. Yes, 2 apps within 60 days, $100 cash, and your GA type commission from SureBridge. Have a great rest of your Thursday, great week, great weekend. Thank you again, everyone. Stay safe and healthy out there. Keep your right foot on the gas, right? And make that horsepower every single day. Take care, and thanks again, everyone.